If your rent is due, if bills are on your neck, I want you to watch this video because by the end of this video, you'll figure out a way in which you're going to pay your rent, in which you're going to sort out your bills. Okay, so I want to show you something here real quick. It's how you're going to turn your expertise into immediate cash flow. So there's something that you already have in your possession right now, and it's a monetizable asset. Okay. And now the problem is not the lack of value. It's just how you're going to package that thing and you're going to sell it to them. And that's what I want to show you in this video. If this is something that interests you, I want you to watch and share this video with someone else so that it can also help them out. The first one that you need is an existing skill that I'm going to show you how you're going to do that. And then the second one is the right offer, how you're going to package this so that you can sell it and sort out your rent issue. Identify your sellable skill. And I told you this is what I'm going to help you do. The second is to package it so that you're able to deliver it properly as an offer. And then the third one is distribution. And this is a major one because this is what we need to know how you're going to get that offer in front of the buyers who need it. Okay. So now, discovering your sellable skill. I want you to stop thinking about what you wish you were known for and look at the data of your daily life. Okay. In your daily life, there's something that people are already asking you for. There's something that people already are coming for help from you. So this is a question that I want you to answer. So if someone asks for advice, what is that advice that they always seek from you? So now that is your offer. You don't need to overcomplicate this. It's as simple as that. So that means that people already trust you in that field. People already trust you in that area. So what you're going to do is to identify that, and then you're going to put that as your offer. So if you're unsure, there are some high demand categories that you can do, okay, that you can have. For example, on budgeting, you maybe know how to budget properly. And this is something that you can package around so that you help people on how they can budget. Secondly is parenting. How good are you at parenting? Maybe you have a child, you have 2 or 3 children, and you have some tips that you can teach people on how to do that. You don't need to overcomplicate these, all right? And then the third one is graphics design. In your local church, your friends could be having businesses. You could help them design something, all right? Social media, good at social media posting and posting of reels and editing of videos, writing CVs, fitness. These are areas that you could look into. All right. So if someone asks for help, someone is definitely going to pay for it. So the people who are asking you for advice, there are people who are willing, if that advice is a pain point in their life at that moment, if you come up with a solution for them and you package that as an offer, they're going to pay for it. Then the skill to offer translation. So the hidden skill that you have are favors that you do for free. So those things that you always do for free, I want you to just start thinking upon them. You can pause this video and you start thinking upon them. What are the things that I'm doing for free? Okay. So those are what I want to fish out. Okay. Those are what I want to help you fish out, because that is where that skill, we are going to package it and you're going to monetize it so that you are able to sort out your bills. You're able to pay your rent. That hidden skill. For example, always organizing group trips. Yeah. There are people who are very good at this. They can organize a group trip anywhere so that people can travel. They're good at mobilizing people and all that. So how can you monetize that? By custom itinerary planning. Okay. So this is what people can actually buy. All right. Then helping friends fix their resumes or their CVs. You're good at writing that. How can you monetize that? Executive CV rewriting. Okay. And then maybe giving advice on managing kids. This is for parenting. Someone could be coming to you, maybe a friend just gave birth and you're very good, you already have experience in that area. Now, how can you help instead of just giving the free advice? Yeah, It's a one-on-one parenting strategy session that you can have. Secondly, another one is fixing friends overspending. So maybe they always come run to you, they're overspending, they're doing what, and now because it's a natural gift and talent to you, now you can offer a custom budget restructuring. You can help them budget out their finances. Now, the second step after you've already identified that, and let me share something here with you again. So there's this community that I started out, and it was a divine instruction that I had. And everything that I'm talking about in this video, like how to you can package or identify your offer. There's a step-by-step class that I have, and this is a school community that I created, and it's completely free. It's totally free. So what happens is, if you come over here, there's a section called the 5-day challenge. So right here is where now you're able to like identify and various niches and categories with a lot of clarity so that you package your ideas properly. All right. So now you can see here on day one, there's clarity and niche, where I help you identify what type of niche that you can get into, how you can identify that hidden skill that you have. And then there's the product ideation and validation. And then I show you also step by step how you can create your product, and then how you can also price it and publish, and then how to build your fast sales system. So all these from this 5-day challenge. So that's something that I wanted to share with you so that you can have a look at it and know how you can also implement that so that you're able to get out of that tough situation right now. So it is something that is so structured because it's so hard in the internet. It's so very difficult to have a structured way of to have a structured way of finding knowledge. But now, when you get in there in the school community, I've structured everything that you need. Okay, yeah. So now the offers that you're going to have, now it's time for us to package it. Okay, so how do you package it? The first one, we're going to package it in 3 ways. So my favorite one, okay, because we are out of time and we need to pay rent. What is my favorite one? So you have 3 rapid launch vehicles. Choose one. The golden rule: charge for the result, not the lesson. Okay. So my favorite one is this one: paid consultation. Okay. So this one you can put it at around 30 to 60 minutes of direct advice. So the advice, you remember the advice that you're dishing out for free. So now that's what I want us to like have a paid consultation for. There are various ways that you can set this up. You can set it up from Zoom. Once you already have that offer and you've already created it in a very distinct way, okay, you now send them a link to your to that Zoom meeting. Okay, now they will click on it and they will have to pay first. Okay, so how do you like ensure that this one becomes a streamlined way? It's to use my favorite platform is called Seller. Okay, so let me share so that you can see. And all that I've already mentioned it here. Okay, so now you just go to seller.co.com. All right, and then you sign up. So once you sign up, there's a place where you will be able, you sign up. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to log in so that I show you that. But signing up is a very simple process. And also, with that, I've already shown you how to do all that in the community. So what happens now? Once you sign up and you do everything as is, you come and add the product. So once it has loaded up this way, what do you do? There's a part here for bookings. Okay. So you sell services like consultation and coaching sessions with automated scheduling, calendar integration, and reminders to keep appointments on track. So you come over here, you press it, you press next. So we want to ensure that now the paid consultation is well done. So what you're going to do is you're going to name your product, all right? So how can you name it? You could even just name it 1 hour strategy call or one-on-one consultation, okay, with me. And then you're going to price it. How do you price it? This one, we are coming to this a little bit later, but the simplest way to price it is how far is your rent due? Is your rent due next week? Is it due on Monday? All right. So let's say your rent is due in 5 days. So how much is your rent? Okay. Your rent could be, uh, let's just use, for example, 10,000 shillings. Okay. So 10,000 shillings divided by 5. Okay. So how much is that? That is 2,000 shillings. Okay. So because you need like 2,000 shillings in 5 days, that just translates to maybe you now taking the initiative to get a client, a coaching client, or this direct one-on-one client per day. Okay, so that's 2,000. All right. So that's how you price it. That's my favorite way of pricing. And then on this description, because you've already now packaged your offer, what you'll do is you'll come over here. Okay, let me show you something else. You'll come to cloud AI. Okay. So once you're here, what will you do now? You will ask Cloud, okay? And you describe for Cloud like you just talk to Cloud like you'll talk to someone. It's not so difficult, okay? So you'll just say, I need a description for my seller account. I mean, for my seller product, which is a consultation for the niche. So the niche you shall have already come up with what you're good at, okay? From this side. All right. So let's say for writing CV. Okay. Help me come up with a good description. Or alternatively, you could come to ChatGPT and then you ask ChatGPT something. You say, I want you to help me write a prompt for my one-on-one consultation that is hosted on Seller. Okay. So what happens now? You say that the prompt, no, I will use the prompt on Cloud AI. One-on-one consultation for what? Let's say for CV, for now your niche, okay? For CV writing, for helping individual, no, for helping professionals write their CVs or resumes. Okay. So you can put it in a bracket, like that. Okay. So ChatGPT is gonna help you like write that prompt. Okay. So this is very good. So what you'll have to do is just to copy these. You'll have to just copy this the way it is right here. Okay. So you copy the whole of it. So this is why I love ChatGPT. It's very thorough on helping you how to write this prompt. Then you jump into cloud and you paste it. You paste it on cloud. Okay. So the service name, you're going to insert the service name. So it has given you, there's some things that you need to fill in once you've gone through the whole of it. All right. So you just come over here, you write, you see the service name, insert the service name right here. So let's say one-on-one career breakthrough CV audit. Let's just call it one-on-one career breakthrough CV audit. Okay. And then you're targeting, let's say job seekers, mid-level. Yeah, that's okay. We can just leave it at that. And then the key points, not getting interviews and all that. So what's included in your call? So we can just delete these ones, but it has given us good examples that we can use here. And then the call duration, we'll just leave it at 60 minutes. And then delivery method, we leave it at Zoom. But you can choose whichever is convenient for you, whether it's Zoom or Google Meet. All right. And then examples, if any. So you could just give them maybe a CV template or follow-up support, wherever. Follow-up support and checklists. Okay. So this is what you could help them with. And then your unique advantage is that you have experience because people are already coming to you for that particular thing. Okay. Then now the background, you have results. Let's say niche expertise. You have experience and niche expertise. Okay. And then the pricing, because we've already it's an example that we used. If your rent is 10,000, so you need the rent in 5 days. So what do you need? You need to make it 2,000 shillings per day. Okay. So you just put 2,000 shillings. All right. And then the price, the guarantee, which is optional. So this one, maybe you can just do away with this. Okay. And then copy the structure to follow. So write the hook, all that. So this, you don't need to mess around with any of these other one. Okay. So that's fine. So now you'll just hit send. So we wait for Cloud to do the magic. So as Cloud is doing that, I want to help you do something here. Let me share this other screen with you. Maybe I could have rushed you somewhere here, but there are these other two. Okay. So the paid consultation is the first one. So after you've packaged it, all right. So that's what you're doing now on Seller. Okay. You set up the paid consultation. And then the second one is the done for you. Okay. So you don't teach them to write the CV or fix a budget, but rather you do it for them. Okay. So that's what you need. So it's a done for you result. So this one, you could actually even suggest for them in the paid consultation. And then the third one, or the third way, is a digital product. So this one is very good for scaling it. Okay. Once you're out of the rent situation, okay, you will now find it very easy for you to scale it using a digital product. So you can package all these, okay, and put it in a digital product. It could be an ebook, all right, or a template, or anything, okay, but a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation, okay, and you package it and then you'll host it still on Seller, all right. So it's a one-page guide. It could be a checklist. It could be a template. So you build it once and then you sell it infinitely because the clients that you will have, they will need these. Maybe over time they'll need the templates to keep checking out and all that. Okay, so let's check if Cloud is done with that. Yeah, so Cloud is done. So this is a career coaching one-on-one session and all that. It has given you a title here. You've been sending CVs to the world, void. It's your time. It's time that stopped. Okay. So the real problem, it's all that. So once you've already reviewed and see that it is good, mm, praise Jesus. I know you're enjoying the video, and I just want to ask you a very simple question before we proceed. Have you received Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior? Well, if you haven't, or you want to rededicate your life to Him, just say this prayer after me. Say, Lord Jesus, I confess my sins. I ask that you come into my life. Save me in Jesus' name. Amen. So, with that simple prayer, you have just received Jesus Christ into your life, and congratulations. So, I want you to scan this QR code, and from there, we will show you what to do and what steps to take next. Have a blessed time. So, this is the solution: one-on-one career breakthrough CV audit. So you do all that, everything you need in one session, full CV review. Yeah, this is actually very good. Okay. So this is not why this is different. So now here is the beauty with this. So it has even given you social proof, some here that you can use. All right. So it's 2000 shillings. Yeah, this is actually very good, very nice. Okay. Yeah, so now what we're gonna do is we will take these and use these as a heading right there. Okay. And then now you'll just be copy pasting all these because now this is the problem. This is the hook. Okay. So we'll just copy that. After you've reviewed it, you'll just copy and paste it over here. So now what changes? So imagine opening here. That is good. So you just come here, you paste it right there, and then you give it some spacing so that it's easy to read. And then you copy, you paste that, you give it spacing, good spacing. So you copy all that, you come back here, you paste it, and then you come, so now to the solution, which is this, and then you paste that. So you copy all these, all right? So you get the point right now. So let me not just copy everything so that this video doesn't be so long, okay? So once that happens, okay, so this applies to any of your niche, yeah, all of your niche, okay? And then also there's one thing I forgot to mention right here where you showed striked out price. These could be, you can enable these, okay? So that you give them like a price that you would have otherwise charged if you are not charging this 2000. So let's say that ideally you would charge maybe 5,899, okay? But now you'll just charge them at 2000. So this is like they will also feel it's an offer that you've given it to them. So once that happens, now you'll come to the category right here, and then on the category, because it's CV writing, is it a job, parenting, health, finance, investing, templates, events? So let's just come and ask what category can this be? So we can ask Cloud, what category can we put it on seller? So this one, let it just give us. Professional services, personal development. So let's look if there is professional services. Professional services. In fact, this personal and professional development is a good one. Okay. So we can do that. And then right here, we can choose this career development or resumes and CVs. Okay. Yeah. So it's one of the two. So let's go to resumes and CVs. And then this product has multiple variants. So we're not going to select that today. Okay. So once you do that, you're supposed to now put the profile. Okay. So you can also just come over here at ChatGPT, and then you say that give me a prompt that I would use on Gemini. Give me a prompt that I will use on Gemini to create the seller product profile. And then seller always recommends these. They recommend 300 by 300 pixels. Okay. So you just come over here and write the dimensions for the seller. Okay, we can just put the dimensions are 300 at least 300 pixel by 300 pixel. So we can also just add that help let it be related to CV, just to make sure CV writing and yeah, to CV writing. So that could be fine. So ChatGPT will give you that. So what you'll do, you'll just copy this up to this point here. You copy up to that point. And then you go to Gemini. Okay. Gemini.google.com. So now you'll just come. You don't need a paid version. So this is also a nano banana. Yeah. Some people call it nano banana. So you don't need a paid version of it. So you'll paste it right here. And then after it is pasted, you'll just come over here and create image. You choose create image on there. And then right here, you select Pro. Okay. So what you can also actually add is if you want your image to be right there. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let it just create these and then we'll add our image later on. So let's give it time. So basically, after it has created these, you can upload your image right there. Okay. And then once it's uploaded, you'll now come over here at seller, and then you'll upload it right here. So as it is doing that, let me share something else with you. So how choosing your package, okay? So this is an option where now the setup mechanism, this is what now we are handling or dealing with, okay? So there's this currently, which now can even help the client to pay upfront. But again, I've already shared with you seller, which now if you're in Africa and you need like the easiest way for doing this, it's by seller. However, if you are not in Africa and you prefer something else, an alternative to seller, you could use Calendly, okay? And then now the launch speed is just immediate. It's just as we are doing it. You've seen me doing it. So it's just as immediate as that. And then the revenue model is high ticket on low volume, okay? So now It's at 2000. Like if you're in Africa or if you're in Kenya, at 2000, it's a very like um mid ticket. It's not so high. Okay. So now it's only the professional, the very serious people that are going to like contact you. And I'm going to show you how to get those people so you don't need to worry. And then they're done for you. This is direct outreach. So also from this consultation, you can like reach out. You can reach out to them or pitch them that you could actually do it for them. All right. So this is immediate, and it's good for the premier ticket because they're right there. You're charging for the result. And then on the digital product, this is now for sustainability. Okay. After you've come out of the rent situation, you'll now be able to like be sustainably do this. Okay. So with the digital product. So it's 1 to 2 days for you to package it and do that, all that. So this is what I've actually like shown you or encouraged you to join the school community. The link is in the description. Okay. So once you join the school community, it's going to be very easy and efficient for you to do that. All right. So the step 3. Now this is zero friction distribution. Okay. Once you have now set it all up, okay, the way I showed you right here, I showed you, where were we? The way I showed you right here, you've already set up the seller. Okay. You've set it up, you've priced it. So now you need to distribute this because when you do this and then nobody buys or nobody sees it, then it's useless because now you need the money, you need your rent paid. So now we're going to the distribution part. So which is like zero distribution. So you don't need a website for this. You don't need ads. You just need direct outreach to existing micro communities. Okay. So now the only strategy that you need is to tell people what you're offering, and then you tell them how to pay. Okay. So the advantage with this platform that I showed you right here, which is Seller, I showed you like you can do this handles everything for you. Okay. We're not sponsored. This video is not sponsored by Seller, but it's something that I've also used personally. Okay. So once you have all these set up, Seller handles the payment, Seller handles like the website. Let me show you just like uh, just maybe a page. It handles like the landing page. So once we've created this, I will show you the landing page for that. This is taking too long. Let me try to refresh it. So let's try that again. But again, suitable for seller product profile page. So we can add the image. So you remember the image that you wanted to actually share. So we can add it right here. And also, I would like to upload. No, not I would like to. I will upload my image. So you incorporate it. So you incorporate it there. Do not edit any of the facial features. Okay. So you can go ahead and actually upload your image. I choose that. So you can choose your image, you upload it, and then now you just come over here. You press create image, and then you still leave it at Pro. Okay. So let's command that and see how it's gonna do that. So now what we'll do now is once now that is ready, I was now showing you on the distribution. You don't need a website because now Seller, you can like have a storefront. Okay, so like my storefront is, let me show you. Let it just load up. So this is my storefront. Okay. So now it will be something like this. So this is as good as a website. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you that right there, you do not need a storefront. You do not need like a website because Seller will provide you that. You do not need What else don't you need? That payment link seller will provide you, or will like help you have the payment, how you'll receive your payment into your bank or into your mobile money. Okay. If you're in Kenya, to your M-Pesa, you can actually receive the money through your M-Pesa. Okay. So now, how do you distribute this? You go from now you creating that product, okay? And then you send a message to 10 people whom you know you can help and assist, okay? So when there is a bargain, maybe with the pricing, okay, you can reduce the price for them, because now you know you're trying to put out a fire. You can reduce that price for them, and then you book other people. All right. So maybe like you're charging 2,000. So you could tell them, for 1,000, I will help you do your CV and all that. Okay. And train you on that. So it's just like called reach out and to people. And then on Facebook groups, okay, this is not really my favorite, but my favorite is like texting people, okay. So you can text on WhatsApp, you can text on like your SMS, okay, and all that. And then your local community in church or your local groups. So you could be having people in your church that you could actually help in refining their CVs, okay. The complete monetization engine. So now it's raw knowledge, daily requests. Okay. So these are people who now they seek for your advice on various things, and then you identify extracting the specific skill. Okay. So right here, I've shown you can join the school community right in the description. It's free. And I've shown you how you can do this and how you can create your product. All right. And then packaging it. Okay. So you lock it into a format. So you can package it like as a one-on-one consultation call and all that. Okay. And then the third one is distribution. So this is pushing it through accessible networks. So this is where now you're reaching out to people on WhatsApp. Okay. People that you know you could send you the money to you. People you know that you're able to help. Okay. And you know, mostly people whom you have like WhatsApp, they're already warm audience. Okay. So you need to be strategic. You need to be hungry. You need to like go out there and do this. Okay. Now, then that will now lead to the immediate cash flow. Now, the pricing is now where now the whole of this thing is. I know that I've already shown you all these, but now you don't need to guess what people will pay. You need to reverse engineer your exact financial need, because you're the one who knows what you're going through. Okay. You need to pay your rent as soon as now. So now what happens now? You need now to, if your total rent, it's like, let's say $6,000. Okay. So if you divide this by 10, so it means that you need $60 per day. That's your daily target. Okay. So you can, even if you reach out, if people don't have money on your WhatsApp, okay, like your contacts, if they can't like reach out to that amount, maybe it's 2,000 shillings, okay, if they can't reach out to that, now you can reduce it, and then you increase the number of people you can help per day. Okay, so you can maybe reduce it to if it's 2,000. If someone is saying like, I can't do it for more than 500, so you can say, okay, I'll take the 500, and then I'll now target 4 more people. You understand, for that day, as long as you reach the 2,000, which is your target. Now, that is also the case here. Now, the goal now isn't that big, scary number. It's not like that, for example, if you're in the US, it's not like $600. All right. So it's just 60 per day. So this is your daily target. This is what now you know. You're waking up every day leading up to the 10 days to just look for this amount. Okay. And now this is the easiest way that you can do this. Then now hitting that $60 a day. So how many people do you need to serve? At what price to hit that daily? So the first one, on the consultation, maybe it's just one person, and now they pay the $60 per day. Okay. Or now, if someone bargains and say, no, I only have 25. So you increase the number of people whom you can do this. So how do you increase this? It's by also reaching out to more people. Yeah. You text them, on and all that. And then you also have like communities. So you could join communities, for example, if it's a Facebook community, all right, so you can join over there, and then you tell people like, hey, I'll like to reach out to these, and now it's supposed to be a community that is related to the niche that you've selected, okay, where now people are looking for jobs, okay, so you can help them refine all that. Then now it's if it's a done for you, so you could actually like just serve them like, hey, I will, instead of you stressing out yourself, okay, I will do it for you and I will charge this much. Okay, so you just reverse engineer all these. And then on the digital product, that's the same case. Okay, so now the snowball, this is now the system snowball. What now happens once you've already reached out to that rent need? Okay, you've already gotten it. You've gotten or you've made your rent. Now, you want now to just have this as a sustainable system that makes you money. Okay, so you can build your whole brand around this. You build it consistently. Okay, so this is exactly how believers like you hit their first 1,000 per month. Okay, so it's just one sale at a time. So by 1,000 per month, I mean like for that product, maybe you could be making 1,000 or even more than 1,000 per month. But now for this particular product, okay, it's a new product and you need it to like hit a K per month. So now that's what you can do after you've sorted out your rent issues. Now that's what you can do now to be sustainable. So now this is a 24-hour execution checklist. You're serious, you want to make money. Okay. This is now the 24-hour execution checklist. Identify that one skill that people already ask you about. So now I've told you, uh, you look around your life, what do people help you come for help? Then the secondly, pick one packaging method, consultation, done for you, or just a guide. Okay. And then you draft a simple, this guide is a PDF or a digital product. So you draft a simple offer message, the way I've shown you to draft this using Cloud and ChatGPT, and then you send it to 10 direct, WhatsApp, or Facebook group people. This is now you reaching out. You can SMS people and all that. So you can do that. So let me go back over here so that I can show you. Let's see what Cloud has come up with. Yeah, so you can see something like this. It's very nice, very professional. Okay, so you download this. Once you download it, you come over here to seller. Just a minute. And then you upload it right here. So let's just download this. You see, it's very nice, very professional. So let's just put it maybe on desktop. CV writing. So there's a little watermark right here, and I always don't like that. So you have to remove this. So there are various watermark removers online that you can use. You can even use Canva. So you come here. You can create social media LinkedIn post. This is actually 12 by 12, so it's a square like the one you're looking for. So you could select that and then you upload the image. Okay. So you just upload it right here. This is it. And you know it's not even visible. Or you could even use Photoshop. So you come, you drag it right here because the watermark is here. So you just do that. and it's very nice. So you just download this. Once you've downloaded it, you come over to Seller and then you upload it right here. Upload files. You come over there, you upload it. Okay. So it will upload. So you come and select. So that's okay. Then right here, our name was one-on-one career breakthrough. So you can rename it to this. Okay. And then now you just press save and set up booking availability. So this one is straight up. It's so easy. You just save and then it will help you now connect your Zoom on there. And now it's done. So you'll now, that's the link. So you'll take the product link once you save and set this up. You'll now take the product link. So the product link is like this one here. Let me show you. If you see more, check up here. So this is the product link. All right. So you take your product link and then that's what now you text people on WhatsApp. And that is it. That is it. So right here, right now, it is a good thing. If you do this, you'll be able to pay your rent. So in case of anything, I want you to go to school. I want you to go and join the classroom. And I want you to start creating that so that you can be financially free. Thank you so much.